Let's begin with the scripture reading from John 13, 1 onwards. Pro de tes heortes tu Pascha eidos ho Iesus hoti elten autu he hora hina metabe ectu cosmu tutu pros ton patera agapesas τους ίδιους τους εν το κόσμο eis telos agapesen autus. Kai deipnu ginomenu tu diabolu ede beblekotas eistein cardian hina paradoi auton Judas Simonos Iscariotu. 3. Eidos hoti panta edoken auto ho pater eistas heiras kai hoti apo teu exelten kai pros ton theon hupagei. 4. Egei retai ek tu deipnu kai tidesin ta himatia kai labon lention diesosen heauton. 5. Eita ballei pudor eis ton niptera kai exato niptein tous podas ton mateton kai ekmasein to lentio ho en diesos menos. 6. Yerhetai un pros Simona Petron legei auto Kyrie su mu nipteis tus podas apecrite Iesus kai eipen auto ho ego poio su uc oidas arti gnose de meta tauta. Legei auto Petros u me nipsis mu tus podas eiston Iona apecrite Iesus auto ean me nipso se uc egeis meros met emu. 9. Legei auto Simon Petros Kyrie me tus podas mu monon alla kai tas heiras kai ten kephalein. Legei auto ho Iesus ho lelumenos uc egei crean eime tus podas nipsastai alestin kataros holos kai humeis kataroi este aluhi pantes. 11. Ede gar ton para didonta auton dia tuto eipen hoti uhi pantes kataroi este. Good. Shall we read one by one? Okay. We'll begin with maybe Mr. Francis, you would start. 13:1.
I try, Father.
Yes, sir.
Ro, pro, de, ten, tens,
Very good.
epro-tens,
Hevortes.
evo-tens,
Very good.
to, pa, pais,
Pasca.
pa, pas, pasca,
Very good.
iode, iodes,
Eidos.
eidos,
Yeah.
o, isu,
Mm.
u,
O
uti,
Jesus.
o Jesus, oti,
Yeah.
plaitien,
Elten.
na, eoten,
Yeah.
elten, autos, e, orfa,
Hora.
ora,
Mm.
I, aina,
Hina.
ina, no father,
Okay, slowly. Hina. Metabe.
ina, metabe,
Very good.
ek, to, kes,
Cosmu.
no,
Cosmu.
cosmo,
Cosmu.
totu, cosmo,
Tutu.
totu,
Tutu.
tutu,
Ros.
rose,
Pros.
rose stone, but that will take long.
Nagori. Patera. Ton Patera.
Stone, patera,
Very good.
aga, agatai,
Aga Pesas.
aga, pesas,
Very good.
tus,
Mm.
idios,
Edus.
tus,
Very good.
in, to,
Cosmo.
cosmo again,
Very good.
is,
Telos.
telos,
Ega Pesen.
ega, mesin,
Very good, sir.
autos.
That's all. Autos. Okay. Super.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very good, sir. Now, Mr. Terence, we'll take the same verse 13:1 and will you please try to translate it?
I will try, Father.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I am not very sure, but I will
Yeah,
try.
but still, maybe you could use
Yeah.
the English Bible also if you have. So please
Yeah, but
also can
yeah.
take
So,
John 13.
I know that, Father, but
Yeah. Yeah, please try.
okay. Let me see.
Yes, sir.
Pro te tes he her tes
Hevortes.
hortes
Very good.
hortes tu
Mm.
pasca eidos ho Jesus poti elten autu he hora
Okay,
hina.
so we'll pause here. Hey, Hora.
Yeah.
Now we'll try to translate. Pro.
Okay.
We have seen the word already. Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the meaning? Pro.
Pro should be one or
Okay.
first.
Okay,
Or
first.
now.
So maybe from a preposition it would mean before.
Before. Okay.
Before, yeah, before.
De tes.
Yeah. Days, Hevortes is the feast.
Okay, the
The
feast. Okay.
of
Okay. Tes
Pascha.
feast. Feast is feminine, right, Father?
Very
Tes.
good. Yeah,
The
days.
feast.
Yeah.
Before the feast.
Mm.
Before the feast of Pascha.
Very good.
Eidos.
Eidos is knowing.
Okay. knowing.
Jesus knowing or Jesus knew.
Okay. Jesus.
Knew.
OT.
Yeah, Hoti is
Elten.
actually, it introduces the class. Jesus knew that.
Oh, knew that.
Hmm.
Elten out to.
Elton is, yeah, Elton.
Elten.
Elton is came.
What is that for?
Came.
Came. Okay, okay. Elten came out to He Hora. Hora
Okay.
is the
Hey,
hour.
Hora. Yeah,
Hey.
the hour had come, or the his
Hour
hour
had
has
come.
come. His hour has come. Very good.
The
Or
hour has.
Okay, now you continue. Hina.
Okay. Hina metaphe
Hmm.
ek tu cosmu tu pros tone fatera
Okay, we'll pause there.
fatera.
Yeah, Hina metabe. Hina is that introduces a
But
subjunctive class. Okay.
yeah.
Metabe means to go beyond or to cross, to go across.
Okay. This is word for the cosmu is word.
Cosmo is from cosmos.
Cosmos, yes. Cosmo is word. Tau cosmos.
World, from which world? That world or this world?
This
Yeah.
this world.
Yeah, if it were to be that world, it would be Ekeinu. So it is
Yes.
Tutu. Okay, this world.
Tutu, yes. This world.
Pros.
Pros.
Pros
Tone.
is two or towards.
Okay. Patera.
Pater.
Patera.
Can we guess the meaning?
Patera.
Father.
Pater.
Father.
Pater. Yeah, father. To the
Then
father.
what is the meaning for the Patera?
Father.
Father.
Yeah.
Tone Patera.
To the
Oh,
father.
he is going to
Yeah, from this world to the
world
father.
to the father. Okay. Okay.
Very good. Yeah. Very good.
Okay. Then
Agape.
agape sas.
Yeah. Agape.
This
Can
is
you get
something
the meaning?
related with love.
Very good. So he loved two
he loved-
EDUs.
Idios own.
Yeah, his own.
His
So
own.
he loved his own.
To
Cosmo.
Cosmo. This is dative.
Very good. He loved his own in the world.
In the world.
Very good.
Is into.
Yeah, super.
Telos.
Mm.
This I don't remember.
Okay, it's a past tense. Aorist tense from again agape. It becomes agape sen.
Agape, yeah.
He
Agape
loved
sen.
them. Yes.
He loved them autos.
Yeah, he loved them till the end.
Till
He
the
loved
end, okay.
his own till the end.
Okay.
Very good. So more or less we are able to now follow the text. So we can guess some words or we can use the translation and we can see at least which word fits which translation. Okay,
Yeah.
or which word is a means in English the counterpart we can always guess. Okay, good. Miss Dagmar.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Mr. So Miss Dagmar will read it and Miss Cheryl will translate it. 13.2.
Yes, Father. Kai
Mm.
Depnu
Very good.
Ginu Menu
Super.
Tu Diabolu
Mm.
Diabolu or
Diabolu.
Diabolu
Mm.
Hede Beble Photos Eis Ken Kaldian Ina Paradoi Auton Iudas Demonos Iscariotu.
Yeah.
Iscariotu.
Very good. Now, Miss Cheryl, would you try
you, Father.
translating? Yeah,
Yes, Father. So here, I think Kai would be and.
very good.
They pronu. They pronu.
Teipunu,
They
ginomenu.
punu. Ginomenu. Uh, I'm not sure, Father, what those words
Okay, it's
mean.
more or less we can say during the supper or during that time or
Okay.
during evening, so it would be dynamic. So from
Okay.
two diabolo, you try two
Okay. Tu
diabolo.
diabolu. So, and at supper time, we can say,
Yeah,
tu diabolu. What's diabolu, Father?
diabolo, devil.
Devil. Devil.
Yeah.
Okay, like
So we have seen
daimonic.
the word, yeah,
Daim-
daimonio. Okay,
so,
diabolo.
okay, tu diabolu. Ede.
Hmm.
There are two punctuation marks on top of A.
Yeah.
So, Father, do we make it hey de
No, it
or
is ede.
just
Ede.
a de?
Yeah,
A de
ede.
bible kotos. What
Beblekotos means actually to sow the seed.
to sow
To
the
sow the
seed?
seed. Yeah.
Okay.
Or to
A
induce something.
to induce. Okay, to put in.
Yeah, correct.
Ace then cardian. Cardian is heart, in the
Very
heart,
good. In the heart.
into the heart rather.
Yeah, very
Uh,
good.
Ina.
Hmm.
Ina paradoe. This was optative, no, Father?
Yeah, hina is
Ina,
subjective. Yeah,
subjunctive,
operative could
yes,
be. Yeah.
subjunctive.
Here it's
So,
subjunctive.
into the heart. Um,
Heart of whose heart?
so, whose heart? Autu idi Iudas,
Judas.
that is Judas.
Judas.
Simonos,
Hmm.
Simon, Iscariotu, Iscariot.
Very good.
So,
So,
at supper time, and at supper time, um, something was induced or put into the heart of Judas Iscariot.
okay. That he may hina paradoi.
Acha, Hina Paradoy, I don't know. So, Hina
Okay,
would be
paradoi means to hand over.
to hand over.
Yeah,
Okay,
to hand over. That
okay,
that he would hand over him. So auton
okay.
refers to Jesus. That he would
Jesus,
hand over him.
him,
Good.
out on him. Okay,
Super. Thank you.
thank you, Father.
Thank you. Now 13.3, Mr. John will read for us and Father James will translate for us. We can use English Bible also. Yes, Mr.
Idios, oti, panta, id, iduken, autu, ho, par, her, patero,
Pater,
pate, is,
eis,
eis, tas, kri,
keiras,
kiras,
keiras. Hmm.
kairas, kai, oti,
Very good.
oro, Theos,
Apo teu exelten,
opoteo, exelten, kai, pros, to, dion, tion, uro,
teion
ge,
pagei.
upage.
Very good. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Father James.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Those all looking similar, same, I mean, familiar words, but not getting the meaning.
Okay.
Eidos hoti. Hoti was something that just now she said.
Eidos is here knowing.
Knowing, yeah, just now you said.
OT is the class, introduces the class, knowing that
Knowing that Panta, many,
Panta all,
okay, all.
yeah, all.
Um,
Edoken
Edo,
means to hand over or to give.
okay, to hand over. Knowing that to hand over all. Auto. This is
All things have been handed over to him or given auto.
auto is a dative.
Yeah, it would be,
Okay,
we haven't seen it, but still given to him.
auto is given to him. Ho pater, the father.
Very good. So the father had given to him,
Okay.
given to whom? Eis tas kairas. Eis is
His
eis preposition
is
into.
into. Okay.
Yeah. Tas
In
kairas. Kairas is hands.
and into his hands.
Into his hands. So
Okay.
figuratively it would be into his power.
Into
Kai.
his okay. Okay. Kai is and
Mm.
hoti that
Correct. Very good.
apo
Appo. We have seen appo.
apo means father.
Out of, away from,
Okay. Then pros means
towards, opposite.
oh okay. So and that out of God. The Theo is God.
Yeah, he came from God,
Okay,
or
he
he
came
came
from
out
God,
of God.
Okay. Exceltheon.
Excelten.
Excelten. Excelten is no idea. Excelten.
Excelten. He came out of the Father. Exerkomai.
It's the same thing. We had
Yeah,
that.
he came out of the Father and
And
towards God.
so towards pros
He came from God and towards God.
to God. Okay, this is accusative, no? Tone,
Yeah, pros,
theon,
tone.
hupagei.
Yeah, again, maybe it's to God again. To God, he has to return or he has to become under. Hupage.
So he returns back to God.
Yeah, returns back to God. So knowing that all things have been, the Father had given him all things into his hands, and that he came from God and he had to return to God. Very good. Thank you. Now 13:4. Mr. Victor will read for us and Miss Alisha will translate for us. (13:4) Egeretai. Mr. Victor? Mr. Victor is there? Okay. Okay, then Alisha, will you please read and translate 13:4?
Yes, Father.
Yes.
I'll try.
Yes.
If you can only a little bit maximize the screen.
Yeah,
a little
okay.
bit. Thank you, Father. Egeretai
Hmm.
ek tu de
Deipnu.
no
Yeah.
kai tithesen
Hmm.
ta imartia kai a little bit.
Labon.
Labon
Hmm.
Lention Lethion
Lention.
Dixozen
Diesosen.
Dixozen Father little bit
He
Iotu
auton.
Eauton
Very good. So what would be the translation? Egeretai means to get up,
to get up
from the dinner or from the supper.
from the
From the dining or from the
dining
supper.
table.
Didesin.
The dining
Didesin means to remove. Ta himatia. What is the meaning of ta himatia?
Imatia is clothing.
Yeah, outer garment.
The garment.
The outer garment.
Here is it plural or singular?
Martia, singular. No,
Arish.
plural.
Yeah.
Plural.
Ton
Plural.
himation would be singular. Ta
Ah.
himatia would be plural. Very good.
Plural. Yes.
So he removed his outer garments and
Outer garment. That little bit. And labon.
yes, these are new words. Labon lention. He means he tied a towel
Tied a
around
towel.
himself, or around himself or around his waist, we can say. Good.
Okay.
Very good. So these words are very new to you. Okay, good. Very
Yes.
good. So super. So all of you
So
read well.
Father Labon is around.
Yeah, around.
Around.
Yeah.
And Father, what is the other big word? The exosin,
DSSM is like tying something around. Actually,
tying
it's
something.
yeah, DS,
Okay.
tying something through. Okay, good.
Yes, Father. Father, sorry, one question.
Yes, Alicia.
I am not questioning what is written, but I'm just trying to understand the relevance because clothing is on top and tying around is between 2, 3 words and down. I didn't follow that.
Okay. So tying a towel around his waist.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Father.
That is removing the outer garment,
Yeah, removing the outer garment,
trying a towel around him.
tying a towel
Oh, okay, okay.
around his waist or around himself.
Yes, thank you, Father. I understand.
Yes. Okay. Good. Very good. So this the rest you could follow, and this is from the washing of the feet. And the next slide is about the conversation between Simon Peter and Jesus, and the conversation continues in the third slide. Good. So more or less we can now get the meaning. So let's just take here 13:10. Lege auto ho Jesus. So we know the meaning. Jesus says to him, Ho lelumenos uk ehei hrean. So ho lelumenos uk. What? So here it's what I did to you, you will not understand. Or 1 minute. Ho lelumenos uk ehrean ei me tu spodos nipsastai alaestin katharos holos. Kai humes yeah, all are not evil. Sorry, all are not clean. Allah uhi pantes. So here Qatar means Qataro is like more or less like agados. So something to do with the internal purity. And nipsastai, nipsas like washing of the feet. So he is explaining to him about like it's not needed that whoever has bathed has no need of bath, like bath. It's enough that they have their feet washed. Good. So this text you could like already we can read from the passion narratives, that little bit text, and maybe the web page I showed you the other day, I shared with you. So you could use the interlinear and you can try to understand the meaning.
Father,
Good. Yes,
Father,
sir.
what did you say was the meaning of lelumenos?
Okay, lelumenos is like one who has bathed, one who
Okay,
has
one.
this does not have the need but to wash his feet.
Okay.
Okay, but all are not clean. So who makes katara este? So whoever has the dynamic translation is whoever has bathed has no need except to have his feet washed
Feet
here.
washed.
Then Allah is
But
but are so. So you are clean, clean the entire. So you are all clean. Kai humes, but not all. Humes kataro este al uhi pantes. So you are clean, but not all. Yes,
okay, thank you, Father.
good. Very good. So today we are on day 11. We are going to see lesson 7. Just we'll see some sentences from lesson 6. And already Cheryl and Dagmar have answered and sent. So we'll try to take 6 or 8 sentences. Then from there we'll move to the next lesson, which is very simple today. Good. So shall we do the translation? So we'll just again fix the number. The number 1 we have already seen. So maybe from 2, Mr. Terence will take. 3, Mr. John. Number 4, Father James. Number 5, Miss Dagmar. Number 6, Miss Cheryl. Then number 7, Miss Alicia. Very good. So number 2, Mr. Francis. Mr. Francis would be doing number 9. Yes. So we'll begin with Mr.
Terence, Father.
Yes, Mr. Terence. 2.
I will try, Father. I have not
Yes.
attempted. So I will
Okay.
try. Dia,
Mm,
2 toes,
mm.
Logos, Ho, Cretes, En, Agathos.
Very good.
Dia, I don't remember the
Okay. On account of
on account the words. This is something
Okay.
about
Yeah, on account of these words.
account of these words.
Very good.
Ho,
Mm,
the
yeah.
Cretes,
The judge.
Okay,
On
Cretes,
account of these words, the judge.
judge was good.
Yeah, the judge was good. So on account of these words,
But
the judge was
was good.
very good. Very good, sir. And sentence number 3.
Thank you for that.
Okay, good, sir. Sentence number 3. Yeah, yes, Mr. John.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Agodoi.
Mm,
Agodoi is plural, good.
very
But
good.
amen, I don't know, Father.
Amen. May we be good. May we be good. Optative. Amen. May we be good. Very good. Super. Father James, number 4.
Ho baptistes
Yeah.
legei tois anthropois
Very good.
tous tes alantheas
Alete.
aletheas aletheas logus
Very good.
ho baptistes the baptizer
Super. The baptizer.
legei is saying
Okay. Is saying or speaks.
speaks
Or,
okay speaks tois anthropois
very good.
Man,
this is pois this is dative
Very
plural
good. Dative plural. Super.
to the
So
men
the Baptist says to the
men
persons.
human person those this is genitive
Tus is
tus tes is a genitive plural
tes, aletheas. Plural.
aletheas is truth, right?
Yeah. Tes is singular or plural, Father?
Tes truth is genitive. Sorry, the truth is
Singular. So of the truth.
This is okay.
Yeah.
Of
Then tus logos.
I was just trying to say this is neutral. Not truth is neutral.
No. Genitive.
Yes.
Aletheia.
Yeah, but it is not what do you call masculine, no?
Yeah, not
Truth?
masculine. It's
This is
feminine.
neuter, no?
Feminine.
Feminine. Tes. Okay.
Yeah. Aletheia.
Yes. Us. Okay. Aletheas. Logos. The words.
Okay. So tus logos. The words of
Truth.
very good. So once again, the
Baptizer
baptizer
says to the men the words of truth.
Very good. The words of truth. So suppose Father James, how would we make this lege into past tense? The baptizer spoke to the human persons.
Apen.
Very good. So the baptizer, Apen. Who baptizes? Apen would be past, lege is present. Very good. Thank you. Number 5.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Miss Dagmar.
Ho Messias
Hmm.
erketai ek tu ie ieron
Hieru.
ieru ieru.
Very good.
Um, who is the Messiah erketai is coming.
Super.
Ek ek tu ie who is temple is
Very good.
coming.
So from out of
Out from the is coming from the temple or out of the temple.
out of the temple.
Out
Very
of
good.
the temple.
The Messiah is
The
coming
Messiah
out of
is coming out of the temple, because
temple.
it's Father, it's genitive case, right?
Yeah, ek takes genitive. Ek to here.
Ek two is genitive.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Dagmar. Good. Number 6, Miss Cheryl.
Yes,
Soon.
Father. Yes. So, soon to Kyrio, Asan, Kritai, Amon.
Very good.
Soon is with,
Hmm.
so, or together. So, with to Kyrio, the Lord.
Hmm.
So, with the Lord. Asan, they were.
Very good. They
They
were.
was.
Who were?
The people?
No,
Maybe
Kritai.
Kritai, judges.
Yeah, our judges
Our judges
were.
our judges were with the Lord,
Very good. Our judges were with the Lord.
with the
Good.
Lord.
Super. Miss Alisha, 7th one.
Yes, Father.
Yes.
Hope curious. Ipin
Eipen.
tois. Sorry, apin tois. Matetai. Matetais.
Mathetais. Very good.
So ho curious, the Lord spoke to the tois. It is like dative.
Very good.
To the matetai. Mm, What is matetai?
Mathetes, disciple. Plural would be.
Disciple. Disciple. So the Lord spoke to the disciple.
Very good. The Lord spoke to the disciples. Alisha, how would you make in present tense? You remember for James' sentence? O Baptistus.
Um,
So the Lord speaks to the disciples. How would we
yeah.
render it?
So, yeah. Hope, curious. I, I hope.
No, change eipen into
Yeah, I know. Lege.
lege. Very good. So
Lege.
ho
Right? Lege.
kyrios lege tois
Lege
mat.
to is. Yes.
Super. Very good. 8th one, Mr. Francis.
O O stepro T
Stratiotes. Stratios. Stratiotes.
Stratiotis
Very good.
S ST
Very good.
La Lan
Lestes.
Lanetes Father,
Lestes.
sorry.
Lestes.
Nestes Tai Upti U
Seustes.
Seustes
PS together. Seustes.
Seustes
Seustes.
Seustes
PS. Seustes.
Seustes
Seustes. Okay, good, sir. So it's a tricky. Okay, good. Now, how would you translate, sir? Stratiotes. Soldier.
Word is too big for me. Okay, the soldier
Okay, the soldier is,
is
yeah,
uh,
Lestes.
to be, I think.
Okay, the soldier is Lestes Kai Seustes.
Is
Lestes is a robber. Seustes is
okay.
lion. So the soldier is a robber
with
and a liar.
okay.
Yeah, there is no preposition. Just explain. The soldier is a robber and a liar.
Father, I have a question about this sentence.
Yes, Cheryl.
Yeah, stratiotes,
Mm.
the meaning has been given as a soldier, but
Yeah,
stratiotes implies strategy, right? So,
strategy. Okay.
but so how do they imply soldier? Like soldiers, are they talking about a higher level, like a general or a major or something, or just a normal soldier? How
It's
would
a
we know?
normal soldier, normal soldier.
Normal soldier.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe strategy, we could say it is derived from here. Strategy means
Yes.
like a soldier is primarily somebody who maybe who prepares the module, means who does not prepare but executes the module actually.
Hmm.
So more or less we can guess. So good. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Father,
Yeah.
Father, ST is
Yes.
also is, ST is also is, and STIN is also is.
Yeah. Yes. Tin would be if it's followed by a vowel.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes. Followed by a consonant.
This
So
is
we
a
have
consonant.
ST. Yeah.
ST.
Very good.
Okay, Father. Thank you.
Okay. Good.
Similarly, at the end, if it is coming ST,
Yeah. When it concludes the sentence.
like what is there in 11.
In 11 Asin, yeah. In 11 Asin. Because it's presupposed that some vowel may start. That's why you have, for a safer reason, they concluded with nu. Good.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Terence, number 8. How would you make in past tense? Estin past tense would be
ST past tense.
third person singular past tense.
I have not by hearted that for right now.
We have in sentence 9.
9. Yes. Is it
In next
N?
sentence. Yen,
N?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yen.
N.
So
N.
the soldier
Okay.
is ST, soldier was
Was
Yen.
N. Okay.
Yen Lestes. Very good, sir. Good.
I will do the, I mean, sorry for not
No, sir. No,
by
it's not.
hearting it.
No,
I will
sir.
try to do it next week.
Now only we just only try to identify. Good.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, sir. Good, sir. Going to now see lesson 7. At this point, I would like to tell that last evening I shared with you the excerpt from the lesson, that is from Svetnam, lesson 7 to 10. I have sent you by PDF. I put in the WhatsApp group, you can see. And I have shared the lesson also. That means what we are sharing today. Already I have shared it with you through our group. The lesson 7 is very, very simple. Only two concepts. The participle. Number 2, personal pronoun you. So what do we understand by participle and how do we employ them, especially for the verb me? Then we will see the personal pronoun you. The other day, if you remember, we saw the personal pronoun I. So in there, I explained to you, like the personal pronoun is used only when we want to give an emphasis. Otherwise, it's not needed. We shared an Italian example. Suppose I say in English, I have a book. So in English, we always need a personal pronoun. Otherwise, the sentence will be incomplete. For example, instead of I saying, I have a book, suppose I say, have a book, the sentence is incomplete. Who has a book? The question will come. But in Italian or in European language, it's not the case. For example, I say, ho un libro. O already implies I have. So O un libro would be I have a book. And suppose we want to give an emphasis to that, then I have a book, not he or not she. Then we emphasize io o un libro. So in Greek also, only for emphasis we use the personal pronoun. That is a general concept. Secondly, personal pronoun behaves like an adjective. So when I say, when it comes to my book, so my book is actually book and my. So here there, my actually becomes an adjective in the sense it agrees with the book in gender and number. So here at least it has to agree in case. So that's why there is a change in case. So and I say I, then my, to me, me. So I is nominative, my is genitive, to me is the dative, then me would be accusative because it's a object. For example, he saw me. So me is me is a direct object, and there it is accusative. Suppose the book is given to me. So here it is dative. My book is genitive. In the same way, we are going to see the same for personal pronoun you, both in singular and in plural. Coming to the participle. First, let's understand the participle. Participle has three nuances. Number one, it is a verb. Number two, it is an adjective. Number three, it is a mood. So earlier we said about mood. Mood in the sense the mode, in a way, the mode of action. So we said about the indicative mood, that is plain sentences descriptive. Then imperative mood, where the questions, where the commands are given or the requests are made, like sit down, be here, that would be imperative mood. Interrogative mood would be like we ask a question, that is mood. Then subjunctive would be like we express a possibility or probability, like God bless you. Then we talked about optative mood in our last class. Optative mood is, in a way, it tells that something is willed, something is wanted, or something is wished. Then we talked about infinitive mood, then participle mood. But in English, infinitive and participle are they are treated under verbs. They are not treated as adjectives or mood. But in Greek, they are treated as moods. And here, coming to our lesson, how do we understand participle? The author says participle is a verbal adjective. So like a verb, it has voice, mood, tense, and it can take a direct object. Like an adjective, it has gender, number, and case, and it has to agree with the noun it qualifies. So it has two. It's like a, when you understand participle, you think of a person who has two hands. With one hand, that person becomes verb. The other hand, or through the other hand, that person embraces an adjective. So participle is verbal adjective. Sometimes participle also used as a noun. In English, present participle is rendered usually with ing. Past participle is used rendered like we know when we study a verb, for example, eat, ate, eaten. So eaten is past participle. Suppose eating would be present participle. So we already know the concept in English. Now we'll go to some English sentences, then from there we'll go to Greek. Let's take some example for present participle. When I say boiling water, so here boiling water would be, so it is a verbal adjective is said. How does it behave like a verb? Boiling water. So which means the water is boiling. So the verb action is going on. Then boiling water, it also serves as an adjective in the sense it's not cold water or it's not hot water, but it's boiling water. So that way it becomes an adjective. So on the one hand, it behaves like a verb. On the other hand, it behaves like an adjective. Second one, caring nature. Caring nature. So somebody who has a caring nature would be like somebody who is concerned, somebody who has some compassion, empathy. So caring nature. I appreciate his caring nature. So that would be that I appreciate his nature or compassionate nature. So there it becomes an adjective. And caring is already the action is going on, the action of caring. So caring nature. So suppose I say, caring nature of this person is something appreciated. There it becomes a adjective. Suppose I say, caring nature, like the action of caring or being compassionate is going on. So that way it becomes a verb. So it has both verb and adjective. Let's go to the example with the sentence. A laughing man is stronger than a suffering man. So here laughing is a present participle. It is a verb because the person is laughing. It is an adjective. So it means it is a laughing man. So it's not a sad man or a suffering man or a gloomy man. So laughing man, it's an adjective. Second one, the man carrying the bags is my brother. So here the man carrying the bags. So here it is verb because this action of carrying is going on. And the man carrying, not the man sitting or the man standing, but the man carrying. So that way it becomes an adjective. Oftentimes in English, what happens? These participles are replaced with relative clauses. So instead of saying the man carrying the bags is my brother, we usually say in English, the man who carries the bags is my brother. But in Greek, there is no replacement. Very rarely replacements are there with the relative pronouns. Otherwise, we use or we render participles. So the man carrying the bags is my brother is in English, oftentimes rendered with the relative pronoun, the man who carries, but in Greek, only the participle is rendered. Then next sentence, giving the pen to the teacher, the student said, this is for you. So here, giving the pen to the teacher. So giving, the action is going on now. Giving the pen to the teacher, the student said, this is for you. Coming to the noun form. Look here, laughing is the best medicine. So here, the action of laughing person or the laughing thing. So here, laughing, the present participle form, laughing, becomes the noun in the sense, laughing is the best medicine, not suffering or not being sad. So that way we qualify this particular verbal adjective becomes a noun. That way, so in English also we have present participle behaving like a verb, behaving like an adjective, and behaving like a noun. So same thing we are going to now render in Greek. The concept is clear, I suppose. With that being said, let's get into the verb which is given here for eimi. Eimi is to be, so that would be being. And another thing to notice is here, look at the sentence here again in English, a laughing man. So here, laughing man or laughing of man, laughing to man. So laughing does not change at all. But here in Greek, according to the case, it changes. So that is the basic difference between English and Greek. Now let's try to see the present participle of eimi in singular, plural for all these cases, nominative, vocative, genitive, dative, accusative, and for all these genders, masculine, feminine, and neuter. And again, let's not be concerned that we need to memorize. No, only we need to recognize. And recognizing is very, very easy. I will explain to you shortly. Okay, we begin now. Nominative, masculine, eimi, singular form would be own. Own, being again. Ontos, onti, onta. Plural. Ontes, ontes, onton, usin, ontas. So this is the form on, ontos, onti, onta, ontes, ontes, onton, usin, ontas. Look here, in genitive, we have the different form. See, suppose you compare it with the logos, it's completely different. Logos, logu, logo, no. Yeah, logo,
Logon.
logon, logos, logus, logon, logois, logus. That form does not fit here. But only dative. Dative, you look here, iota is here. Dative plural, iota is here. And genitive plural, O. So that omega. Omega always represents tone. It's a genitive plural. So this we can guess. And coming to onta, ontas, it sounds like a neuter, but it's a masculine. Onta, ontas. So here we need to only recognize, so we need not be concerned much about this. And coming to feminine, usa, uses, use, usan, usai, uson, usais, usas. So this is simple because it behaves like doxa. If you remember earlier, doxa, doxes, doxe, doxan, doxai, doxon, doxais, doxas. So feminine form is relatively easier than the other forms. Coming to neuter, ergon. No, it changes. On, onti, on. Onta, onton, usin, onta. Here, again, we may get a confusion. See here, neuter plural is onta, masculine singular accusative is onta. Then we have here for three forms, onta. Then here, on. So four forms are here. And genitive is very easy because omega is there. Dative is easy because iota is there. So from here we can deduce. So when we take the present participle of eimi, the singular and plural feminine is easy because it just goes along with the doxa. Only masculine and neuter, we may have confusions, but we need not much worry about this because always the context will help us how to render it, because what from that which follows this we can always guess the case and gender of this particular word. But that being said, now let's
Father, just a moment. Sorry to
Yes.
interrupt, but could
Yeah.
you tell us what would be the English words for this?
Okay. So English word would be like being. So be becomes being. Being, like being the word. This again, being the word, of being the word, to being the word, and being the word. Being. Okay, Cheryl?
And the others, Father, it would be the same.
Others. Okay.
The same,
So
right?
being the word, being the words, so plural, being the words, of being the words,
Of
to
being.
being the words, and being the words. Suppose
Okay.
here, being life,
Being. Yes.
life or glory, being life, being, of being, to being, being. Then being lives or being sins, being, of being sins, to being sins, and being sins. Here would be being work, logon, being, being of being, to being, being. Being works are being demons, of being demons, and to being demons, and being demons.
Okay. Thank you, Father. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
good. Cheryl.
Yes, single word of being is having so many complications.
Yeah, that changes into, yeah, in English it's simple, being. Okay, good.
Father, one
Yeah.
one thing. This you mentioned in the brackets CFV16. Do you want to
Okay.
say that?
DVVP. So this is actually it's a guide for you to understand which pattern it follows. So actually these numbers are found at the end of the book. So maybe if we look at the textbook of the 100th lessons, we have this. It's like a verb, then declension of verb 51, then verb pattern 9, adjective 7. So more or less, if you want to get which pattern it follows, so this follows this pattern. And confer is like you compare or you see also. That is the meaning.
Yes, Father. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
But it doesn't really follow the pattern, no, Father?
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
mean,
really
there are
follow
so
the
many. Yeah, there are so many exceptions.
correct. Especially feminine follows. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't follow. Good. Very good. So this is only for Amy. For other words, we'll see from next lesson. We are going to take up new type of verbs. Good. Now let's go to personal pronoun you. You is simple. It is su or si. So you can pronounce it su or si because it's epsilon. It could be pronounced as u or e. Su or si. Some text or some audio files you will read as su or some will be si. Su, so we have it as su, soy, say. So su is you, su with diphthong, u is your, soy to you, that is singular, say use. For example, you are a good person, nominative. So it will be you, su, you are a good person. Suppose I say your book, your Lord, it will be su kiriyu, your Lord. What would be my Lord? My Lord. You remember what that sigma will be replaced with from our previous lesson? Mu. Yeah, correct. Mu kiriyu, my Lord. How would we say my man? Mu entrepot. So mu entrepot. Okay. My Lord. My son would be
Who you?
mu you. Okay. My world would be
Cosmo.
Cosmo.
Cosmo. Okay. Suppose, how would we say your life? Sorry, your world,
Su
Su
Cosmo.
Cosmo. Your Lord,
Su Kuriyu.
Su
Kiryu.
Kuryu. Your man,
Su
Su
Anthro.
Su Anthropo. Very good. Good. Next one is dative, to you. Like, I gave the book to you. So the Lord gave life to you. So it would be the Lord gave life to you would be soi. How would we say the Lord gave life to me? Sigma will become,
Moi.
yeah, moi. So sigma
Moi.
will become may. Okay. Okay.
May.
So it's soy. Okay. Ma'am. Then last one, I met you. Say. He met me. How would we say? May.
May.
May. Good. So here, once again, singular. Su, soy, say. Plural would be who mays, whomon, whomin, whomas. Who mays, whomon, whomin, whomas. Or you can say he mays, he mon, he min, he mas. So epsilon could be pronounced as u or e. How would we say in first person plural? You remember? Hemes, hemon. Then this epsilon is replaced with eta. Hemes, hemon, hemin, hemas.
Famous.
Yeah, good.
Famous.
Are you getting it? Personal pronoun. You.
That is, upsilon is replaced with eta, is it, Father?
Yeah, with eta. Yeah, correct, sir. Epsilon is replaced with eta in
Yes, Father, understood.
first person plural. Okay, clear? So the concepts are very clear for this lesson 7. So the first one is participle and the second one is personal pronoun you. Now let's go to the vocabulary. Then from there we'll move to the sentences. Okay, the first word we have is kata. Kata, the vocabulary tells it has two forms, with the genitive and with the accusative. With the genitive, it is down from or against. So suppose I say, the world is against me. So it would be kata mu. So kata mu, against me, against of me. Suppose I say, the gospel according to Saint Matthew. So with the accusative, it would be kata. So usually when we say the gospel according to, it is kata plus accusative, kata. Kata has two meanings. With the genitive, it means against. With accusative, it means according to. The next one, artos.
Father,
Yes.
Father,
Yeah.
here there is alpha, so there is nothing above it. So why it is kata and not kata?
Because the stress is on a. So if it were to be accent is here, it would be kata. Oh,
Okay.
so here, so it action rushes here. So it's kata. If it were to be here, it will be kata.
Oh, okay.
Kata.
Oh, okay.
Okay, kata.
So
So
kata.
it is kata. So here there is no stress here. So stress pulses there, kata. Okay. Good question. Good.
Yes, Father, thank you.
Okay. Let's go to the vocabulary. So here, arctos. Arctos is here. Arctos, arctu, and ho. So here, look at the vocabulary here. First, they give the word, then they give the genitive form, then they give the article. So from here, we can know like what for how it will behave. So here, arctos will behave like a logo. So like logos, logo. That's why given the genitive form. The article. So from the article, we know whether this particular verb or particular adjective or particular noun is masculine or feminine or neuter. So it's a masculine. Artos is bread or food. Doulos, slave or servant. Thanatos is death. So from here we get the word euthanasia, thana, the thanatos is euthanatos, means that euthanatos, the thanatos is death.
So,
Doulos,
Father,
yes,
sorry, just a question. If
yeah,
thanatos is death, then necros is dead. So that's a
yeah,
verb,
necros,
and this is the
dead,
noun,
correct.
is it?
Yeah, that's a noun, yeah, correct. And
Okay,
necros is something to do with the death also, necros.
like
So thanatos is a
dead
typical
things or a dead
abstract noun.
body,
Yeah, dead body. Thanatos is like an abstract form of death. So
abstract
the death
noun.
of
Yes,
life,
death.
thanatos, noun. Very good, very
Okay,
good.
okay. Thank you,
This
Father.
this is noun and dead necrosis adjective. Is it, Father?
Necrosis adjective, sir. And that adjective also can be like a dead person, ho necros. It can become the dead
Noun.
person. Now,
Okay.
it can become a noun when it's preceded with an article. Ho necros.
Oh,
Good.
that is the usual
The
rule
usual
of
form.
adjective becoming noun.
Adjective becoming a noun.
Whereas this is a
Otherwise,
real noun and
no,
that is a
otherwise
real
it's an
adjective.
adjective. Yes, sir. Once again.
No, this is a noun and that is adjective. Proper
Correct.
adjective.
Proper adjective. Correct.
And this is
Dead
proper
and
noun.
dead. Yeah, proper noun.
Not that proper noun. Okay.
Yeah, that's proper noun.
Yes, abstract noun.
Yeah, that's abstract noun. Then Lavos. 1 minute. Yes. No. Okay. So next one is Thanatos. Thanatos is death. Okay, good. Sorry. Any doubt with this?
No doubt further.
Okay. Lavos is people or nation. Lavos, people or nation. So often we get this particular noun in the passion narrative. So the people were shouting or the people followed. So here is Lavos. Then nomos is law. So from here, suppose you remember Deuteronomy, Deuteronomos. So second law, Deutero is second. Deuterocanonical, we say second canon, Deuterocanonical. Deuteronomos is second law. And anything to do with nomos, like economy. So look at the word, next word, oikos. Oikos means house. So actually economy means oikos plus nomos. So oikos is house. Nomos is that governing the house. Law governing the house is economy. Oikos, nomos. And from here only we get eco, like eco-friendly. So that is oikos. So something to do with the home, the common home, oikos. Then ophthalmos, very common word. From here only we get
Ophthalmologist.
yeah, correct. Anything to do with the eye, ophthalmos. Then ochlos is crowd. So how do we differentiate this with lavos? Lavos referring to the whole people, means the organized people or organized nation. But ochlos is crowd. For example, a great crowd followed Jesus. So we don't say great people, lavos, but we say ochlos. Suppose we say all people gathered in front of Pilate. So there will mean lavos. Ochlos is crowd. It's like a mob, which means a group of people without any organization. That is ochlos. Then topos is place. So from here only topological. So that's a topos. Topology, topos, place. Then coming to the second set, Jesus, Jesus, and it's also irregular. Then su or si, humes. We have seen personal pronoun. The second one, su. Then we have gar. Gar is for or because. Good. Done? Yes.
Further, these nouns that we have seen, they're all second form of declension, right?
Yeah, second, like logos.
Logos. All will be declined like that.
Yeah, correct, Father.
Okay.
Because all have the same form, u and ho.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe nomos, how would we conjugate it, Father? Nomos,
No more,
nome,
no me, no mo,
very
no,
good.
no mon, no moi,
Nomo, nomon,
no, no moi, no moi, no
no,
mo,
nomo, nomon,
no mo, no mois, no mos, no moose,
plural, nomoi, nomon, nomois,
no
nomus.
moose, no mo.
Okay. Super. Any doubt with this participle? Then we saw personal pronoun. Then we have seen vocabulary. I will take some sentences. Okay.
Father, just a small question.
Yes.
Only if we have the time. How do all these grammatical terms or whatever we are studying, how does it
Yeah.
affect our interpretation?
Ah,
Because
okay.
because when we looked at the gospel reading today, it was difficult to identify where these aspects come in. Maybe it's too early also because we need to study more. But
Okay.
from your experience, do you really think it affects our interpretation?
Yeah. Good, Cheryl. So it affects our interpretation. For example, let's take the in. Okay, maybe let's take this. Okay. Okay, let's take 13:8 here. 13:8, lege auto Petros. Okay, lege auto Petros. Here, he speaks to Peter. He speaks to Peter. Here, it's actually here it's in the present form. But in our own translation, it's always rendered as, except in literal translation Bible, or in all other Bibles, it's rendered as he spoke to Peter. So when he spoke to Peter, so when he says that he spoke to Peter, so he spoke to Peter. So lege auto Petros. Here he speaks to Peter. Actually, the correct form is he speaks to Peter. So here that way, the grammar affects the sense. Here the sense is in the present, but oftentimes we render it in past. So why is it in present? Is the evangelist actually John wants to communicate it to his reader that when the particular person is reading, Jesus is speaking to that person. So that way, immediately the person has to make a faith response. So that way, a response is demanded from him. So that is the implication of studying the grammar part, because from the grammar part we understand the real meaning. That's how I understand, Cheryl.
Okay, thank you, Father.
Okay. Suppose I read in translation, no, he spoke to Peter. So it will be like something of a past. But when I say he speaks to Peter, actually I place myself in the place of Peter and I allow Jesus to speak to me. So that way, the text in original challenges me. It challenges the original reader as well, and it challenges us as
I think it puts us in the context to stand and look at Jesus talking to
well.
Peter,
Correct. Sure.
rather
Sure.
than this is somebody third person narrating the incident.
Correct. So like Jesus is made to stand in front of us to talk.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes.
Thank you, Father.
Yes. Good. Good. Shall we go to the sentences? Yes.
Yes, Father.
Super. Okay. So we'll take random maybe from this one and from this one we'll take some sentences. Good. From here, somebody would read for us number 1. Uk in.
Okay, I'll read. Uk
Yeah.
en Semeon kata tu mesayu.
Messiu.
Messiu.
Yeah.
Okay. Uk is not, it's a
Yeah.
negative. En is was, no?
En is was.
Was. Semeon sign.
Yeah.
Kata is here. This is
Kata with the genitive. You go back to vocabulary here. So
genitive
kata with the genitive is down from or against.
against.
Yes.
So Messiah of the Messiah.
Yeah. How would we say? The sign
The
or
sign
a sign
was
was,
not against the Messiah.
yeah, sign was not against Messiah, or sign was not down from Messiah.
Okay.
Okay.
Not down. It's not coming off the Messiah.
Yeah, not of the Messiah. Good. Very good. Then number 3. Somebody would read for us.
Father, can I try?
Yeah, yes, Cheryl.
Ho thar, thara, thanatos
Very good.
esti diatas hamartias. So ho thanatos is the death.
Yes.
Esti. Past tense. Dia also I don't remember.
Through.
Through
Through or on account of.
on account of death.
Yes.
Thus hamartia,
The death
something with
is,
sin.
yeah, the death is through
The
through
death
sin.
is through sin.
Uh,
Like we die because of sin.
no,
No, the
it's
death
a
is through sin.
the death is through sin. The death came on account of sin.
On
So the death
account of
is
sin.
on account of
Okay.
sin. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Good. Very good. Let's take one more and we'll conclude. 4. Sentence 4. Somebody.
Let me try, Father.
Yes, Mr. Terence.
Erkatai ho Kyrios hina ho arthos
Very good.
arthos
A.
e harios
Agios.
hagios sorry
Very good.
hagios. That okay. So erkatai is coming.
Yeah, is coming. Very good.
Is coming. O curious, the Lord is coming.
The Lord is coming. Very good.
Lord, hina that
Yes.
or who.
The Lord is coming in order that.
Not sorry. In order that arthos.
Artos.
Ho
From
arthos.
vocabulary. The bread or the food.
Okay. Bread. Artos, bread.
A. A with
A.
iota subscript.
Iota should be dative.
No,
Dative,
in
right?
verb it would be subjunctive.
Subjunctive. Okay.
Yeah, subjunctive. So
Maybe.
subjunctive, if it has an iota, it's always sorry. If a verb has an iota, it's always subjunctive.
Okay.
Okay. The
So
bread may be.
maybe holy.
Very good. So the Lord is coming so that the bread may be or the
holy.
food may be holy. Okay. Good.
Thank you, Father.
Very good. Very good. So the rest you could try by yourself.